So the wife of this man wants him dead. He goes by the name Vinod Barada and is a successful businessman from India, while his wife on the other hand is called Nidhi. They've been married for a couple of years, had kids, and everything seemed to be going well for them until Nidhi decided to join a gym where she met another man called Sumit. Now Sumit happens to be the gym trainer, and during the process of training Nidhi, they begin having an affair. And over time, Nidhi lost all feelings she had for her husband Vinod and now wants to be with Sumit full time. As a result, she and Sumit decided to eliminate Vinod by killing him. Now, I know a lot of you might say, why not just divorce Vinod instead of killing him? But here is the thing. If Nidhi should just divorce Vinod, she would be leaving the marriage with almost nothing, because India isn't like the United States or other European countries where a woman is entitled to 50% of her husband's properties after divorce. And as I've said earlier, her husband Vinod is a wealthy man with lots of investment around India. So in order for Nidhi to retain some of her husband's wealth and at the same time be with her new lover Sumit, the best option was to kill him. So Nidhi and Sumit hired a man called Dev, gave him a truck and ordered him to kill Vinod by running into him with the truck, making it look like an accident. In return, they promised to give Dev 10 lakh rupee, which is around $12,000, and cover any legal expenses from the accident. So Dev did as he was instructed, and one day he ran into Vinod with the truck. But luckily for Vinod, he survived the accident, but his two legs were broken. Dev was arrested on charges of reckless driving and was jailed. However, 2 months after Dev's arrest, he was released on bail, because at this point everyone thought it was just a regular accident. But as soon as Dev came out from jail, him, Nidhi and Sumit started plotting again, and this time they told him to go get a gun and kill Vinod with it once and for all. So Dev got the gun, went to Vinod's house, and when he arrived there, in order to gain access to the house, he told Vinod that he came to apologize to him for hitting him with his truck the other time. So Vinod let Dev into the house, and as soon as Dev came in, he brought out the gun and shot Vinod on his head and waist. The gunshot attracted the attention of neighbors, including Vinod's wife, who was allegedly around during the time of the shooting, and then together they quickly rushed Vinod to the hospital, but unfortunately he died. Dev was arrested and he has been locked up ever since. According to reports, on the day of Vinod's burial, Nidhi, his wife, cried more than everyone there. She even went as far as fainting, and this made no one suspect that she was behind the death of her husband. A couple of months after the death of Vinod, Nidhi and Sumit started hanging out more often in public. Sometimes they'll go on vacations together, with Nidhi leaving her kids with Vinod's dad. It even got to a point where Nidhi packed the kids, flew to Australia and dropped them off at Vinod's brother's place so she could spend more time with Sumit, and this raised suspicion. Vinod's brother began suspecting Nidhi's involvement because she was a woman who had just lost her husband not too long ago and was already hanging out with another man. So Vinod's brother reached out to the Indian police and requested a reinvestigation into his brother's murder. The police then formed a special team to reinvestigate the case, and after 2.5 years, the truth eventually came out. Firstly, the police discovered that Dev, the killer of Vinod, had been in constant communication with Sumit before and after the killing of Vinod. Secondly, they discovered that the van used in the first attempt to kill Vinod was registered in Sumit's name. Finally, it was discovered that after the first killing attempt on Vinod that failed, it was Sumit who paid for Dev's bail fee. So the police invited Sumit for interrogation, and right there he confessed, also revealing Nidhi's involvement and how she gave Dev 10 lakhs rupees, a car, and more cash to carry out the murder. He further revealed that after Dev carried out the killing of Vinod and got jailed, Nidhi began paying his children's fees from the insurance money she received after Vinod's death. So this was how Nidhi was arrested as well, and currently both she and Sumit are facing trial for the murder of Vinod Barada. Once again,